Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They can't hang with us.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, sets you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now Murray off play action. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Stay with your man. By 56. By 56. Watch the slant.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Three down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? Look the outlaw. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. What's up? Squeeze. Mike Spot 4. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Murray. This is caught, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah. 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
You better be afraid of me. Check 50. Check 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A carry now for McKissick. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Second and goal at the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
You don't want this.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. 18 Gator.
Murray now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Jacob Hollister. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's Murray from midfield.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And this one caught by Max Williams. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on second and 10. Murray looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go in the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Shut up.
Murray going to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
On first and 10, Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick in the game. Instead, it'll be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch, switch.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Crunch time, defense.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
54. You ain't going nowhere.
On the counter, here's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the slant.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one caught by Isabella. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
54. Mike's 54. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
Here we go. 50 seconds. 15 on it. 15 on it. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Murray. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Under 10. 10.
Shotgun now from Murray. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now it's Stephen Hauschka, who won a Super Bowl ring kicking for the Seahawks. Now he's against them. And the 13-year man puts it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's our time. It's our time.
On third down, it's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Murray now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wilson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the delay, Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go, D.
Now Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready. Check pass.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Completes it to Hearns. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Hauschka to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.